All right, welcome back to downtown rainy Williamstown, Kentucky. We've got 30 cards ready to be opened up. I did look at the grades because I had 5 other cards come, me and a friend of mine put in, and my wife's cousin. We're gonna cut these open, see what we get. I know what I got, but it's pretty interesting. Let's do this, Junk Wax Nerds, once again. Cut these open real fast. I don't know what the holdup is. I was cutting the wrong side. Okay, stack. This side. This knife is definitely not the best for this, but it looked cool. All right, should be 30 cards here. I had 35 cards order. One of my wife's cousins and one of my buddies. Maybe 28 of them are mine. I got a box of 5, which I have my 2 set aside, and my buddy came and got his cards. We're talking, he had a George Brett rookie, and it graded a 6.5, 1975, which is very hard to get a good grade. So he did good. And he had a Joe Dumars 1986 Fleer, which is impossible to grade a good grade. He got an 8. So he was pretty happy overall. We'll get into mine. A lot of Jordans in here, and some cards that I've had from when I was a little kid. Figure I'd show you a little video and show you what I got and why I think I got it. Overall, I was pretty happy with the grades. Okay, let me turn this stack down and let's do this. Put this away and let's get on it, and I'll show you what I got, why I think I got it. Thank you. My daughter was assisting me with the video. I will not keep this on very long. Of course, I got a beer. Got to have that when we're doing the showing of grade. All right. In the box of 5, like I said, my buddy had a 1975 George Brett rookie. It ended up getting a 6.5, so he was very happy. This I picked up at a card show. It is a 2001, I think, Drew Brees Topps rookie, which is kind of the rookie of his. Great player, Hall of Famer, always tough. Super Bowl. I figured I'd give this a shot because I thought it looked centered and everything looked great. We got a 9 on it. The centering, everything worked out really good. Thought the centering was nice. Didn't see any rough edges on corners or anything like that. 9 across the board. Pretty happy with that. Topps Drew Brees rookie card. The other one I got, I'm going to take these out of the slips as I go. This was in the first box. Beckett kind of gave me trouble getting my second box. They sent me a box of 5, and 3 weeks later I get the rest. This is a Magic Johnson starting lineup 1988, which is like the first starting lineup card. 8.5. I thought it looked pretty good. Surface, I must have missed something somewhere. I didn't see anything on the surface. I'm sure it was there. I must have just missed it. Pretty cool card, though. I'm kind of into these starting lineups, trying to grade them because they're really hard to grade. Everything looked pretty damn good. Centering looked great, I thought. And something on the surface got me. Now getting into the ones that I have not seen yet. I know the grades, but I just got the box a little while ago. This is a 1982 Tony Gwynn rookie, which is pretty important because I have had this for years. Me and my brother pitched in on it. Long time. We probably had this card since 1987. What you notice, and I notice immediately, is the centering top to bottom. And it was I looked at this card for a couple years and thought, should I send it in? Should I send it in? I thought for sure it was an 8. I'm like, that centering's going to get me. But it is on the back. The front looks a lot better. I thought, man, it's such a sentimental card. Tony Gwynn, Donruss rookie. I'll give it a shot. Sent it in. Ended up getting a 9. I was pretty happy with that. Now, what I don't get is centering, edges, corners, all 9. Surface, 8.5, which there might have been a surface thing. I can't believe the centering got a 9 with the back being like that. Front looks good. The back, a little left to right, but I was happy with the 9. That spot on his nose is on every card. Kind of just a weird thing. I think it was the photo. But to get a 9 on that when I debated it for years was pretty cool. I like that. I had that card so long. I said 1982, it's 1983. Had that card since 1987. I know it. 88 at the latest. Pretty cool to get a 9 on it. I hesitated on this card for years. I'm kind of taking them out of the plastic as I go. All right, this was kind of a gamble. I remember I ordered this off eBay. It's an Ed Reed rookie. Score. Ed Reed was so great. I'm like, I want to get one of his rookies graded and in a slab. You can see the top to bottom's a little off. Left to right, a little bit. I was kind of hoping for a 9. I thought it might have a chance for a 9. The little off center, but the front side's not as off center. 8.5. Centering. They got centering at 9.5. Like, what? How did that get a 9.5 when I thought the centering on the back looked kind of rough? But anyway, everything else, surface again. I get a soft touch towel and kind of wipe my cards off if it's necessary, and I'll show you in a little while. I definitely did that with some Jordans, and it worked, but I must have missed something. 8.5 though. That's pretty cool. Ed Reed was so great. All right, let's get into a few Jordans here. I kind of just pulled them right out of the box you saw, so I didn't keep them in order. This is a Crash the Game Jordan 1995. 1995 Collector's Choice. I was buying packs off a guy for $1 for the last, year on and off. $1 because they were bricked so bad. A lot of cards. I got a lot of Jordans out of these, and they were unsalvageable. They were just beat to shit. That looks scratched as hell. I might have done that opening it. But anyway, they just, I got lucky that some of them were in pretty good shape. So I figure, what the hell, I'll go ahead and send them in to get them graded. I had to wipe some of them down because they were bricked together, so they would have a little bit of the card before them, on them. We got a 9 on the Crash the Game Jordan, which is pretty cool. Verse Magic. It was like some contest you'd win if they scored all the points that they were supposed to. Surface 8, and that's what I had going on with these 1995 Collector's Choice. The surface was always the issue because everything was bricked. Glad I sent it in though. Got a 9. I was kind of expecting maybe an 8. Next, 1975 Johnny Bench rookie. It's my buddy's. It's an impossible year to get a good grade. He had a very nice one, centered pretty well. Tops, he got a 6.5, which you can see it's a little off-centered. The corners look pretty damn good for the year, which this year is so damn hard. 6.5. They don't put subgrades on there if it's before 1980. That's a badass card, and he got a very good grade on it. And very, very hard year. So he got a 6.5 on this and the George Brett rookie. He's going to be pretty happy. All right, next, another Jordan card. This is that 1989 Collegiate Jordans. I had some of these when I was a kid. I bought some packs of it off eBay pretty cheap. This was one of the ones I bought off out of a pack. everything looked centered good. I figured, what the hell? Let's give it a shot. And we got a 9.5, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he's doing the sticking out the tongue thing. I like the Coca-Cola on it. Everything looked really good. Yeah, 9.5. You really can't go wrong with that. Any Jordan 9 or above, I'm happy with. But a 9.5, I was definitely happy to see that. All right, we've got another Jordan. This is another one of those. 1995 Collector's Choice. Again, somehow these came out pretty good out of the bricked packs. There's a couple of them. There are those Jordan gold collectors here, whatever the hell they are. Pretty good. Everything looked good. I'm like, you know what? Send it in. I wiped some cards down. We got a 9 on it. It says 1986-87, 3,000 points. Everything was pretty good on there. I knew it looked nice. You know how these black borders are, so hard to not have some edging issues or anything. Pretty cool card. Pretty good pose of him shooting or whatever the hell he's doing. A 9. Pretty happy. All right, this is a friend of mine. That friend of mine's card, BG. He sent it in. Centering all looked pretty damn good. Upper deck, you know it is. It's one of the more common ones. I've got plenty of them too that are pretty common, but he sent it in. He got a 7.5, and it says surface 6.5. Everything else 999. He missed something somewhere, and I don't know if he's wiping down his cards like he should. I told him about it and kind of made fun of him about the grade. It's still 7.5, so it's all good. But he probably should have checked his card a little better and wiped it down somewhere. But I know I've done the same. Got this at Eastgate Mall card show. Maybe a week before I sent all these in, I thought the Jeter looked good. Now it's off center, right? You see on the back, but the front looks good. I don't understand how cards are off center on one side, the other side they're good. But it's his Topps rookie, the classic, not the gold, which is worth a bunch more. But off center on the back, I sent it in. Centering on the front looks good. Got a 9. I'll take that. Jeter rookie at a 9 is pretty cool. Beckett, one thing I really do like about Beckett is I love those subgrades. Looks good. And that was last minute. There's a couple of them in here that I threw in last minute from that card show. I went up there. And I bought the card for, he had it for 15. I think he sold it to me for 12. So 12, and then the cost of getting grading. Maybe break even, a little better than even. This is another one from that card show. The guy had a bunch of Jordan cards in binders. It's kind of like dark lighting in there, so I'm like, I don't know. But this is that Ultra, I think, or Fleer Double Trouble, which when I got home, I looked it up. Kind of a harder one to get. I guess an insert. Harder to get. I was like, you know what? Give this a shot. I didn't really see anything on it. He was very fair. I think all of his Jordan cards were like $7, and this looked good. Oh no, this is the EXL. Same thing. Got it up there. Got a 9 on it. It's the EXL. Another one, $7, and he was very fair with price. Thought it looked really good. Again, you know how these colored bordered cards are. Not really any edging stuff or corner stuff. Figured I'll give it a shot. I didn't really think the pose was the coolest, but it's a card that's, I guess, a little hard enough to get to where it's worth a little money. Got a 9 on it. Pretty happy. Let's see. This was Facebook Marketplace. Bought this off a guy. I probably spent, I don't know, maybe $5 a card on quite a few of them, and a lot of them were rough, right? You can only see him in his kitchen looking at them, meet up on Facebook Marketplace. get a pretty good look at them. None of them had creases or anything like that, but some of them when I got home just did not look very good. This one looked pretty good. The one corner was a little weird. Figured I'm sending it in. The corner was barely anything too noticeable. We got another 9. It was that corner right there. Probably zoom in too much. It just looked a little weird to me. It turned out pretty good. What's it say? 3rd straight MVP. So I thought it was a pretty cool card. Got a 9 on it. Pretty cool. Most of the other ones were just too rough. This is another one of those collector's choice packs that pulled out of all the ones that some of them were just ruined and they were Jordans, but a lot of them, decent, but not enough to send in and get a decent grade. This one looked good. It's another one of those that like we had earlier, and got a 9 on it. It's that Michael Jordan. It's like a checklist, but it's pretty cool. 9.5. Oh, probably Surface again. Yeah, Surface 8.5. These were hard because they were all bricked together. I mean, I took I wiped it down. Looked pretty good. I like the look of that card, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. Got a 9. I was pretty happy with it. And these aren't those, there's a lot of 1995 collector choice that are the Spanish or German or French. These are the regular ones. Pretty cool card. A while back, I had a video of my buddy sending in a Rodney lot. He did not do so well. We could not figure it out. I still told him he needs to break it open. It was PSA, but he needs to break it open because he got like a 5 or something. He sent in another one. The one that he sent in a while back looked just as good as this. So I was wondering what he would get. This time he did a lot better. He got an 8 on it. Ronnie Lott, Hall of Famer, badass, rookie card. Got an 8 on it this time. Much better. That is a great card. That's a classic card from when I was a kid. Another one of those collector's choice that I was buying $1 a pack. This one looked good, and it was a Players Club one, which is a little more rare and hard to find. So I'm like, let's give this a shot. I looked over it real good. I didn't see much. Cleaned off surfaces and all that. It's the Players Club one. Got an 8.5. What was it that got me? Centering. Corners. The corners I thought looked pretty good. I didn't see nothing, but something did not go right. Pretty good card though. As far as the Players Club is so much rarer, I think I tried to stick this one in there just because I wanted a Players Club. Pretty cool though. I'll take it. 8.5. This is the classic Skybox. This card, if it's a 10, goes through the roof. I think because it's just such a classic year. Skybox, I thought it looked great. You see the top to bottom, maybe a little. I'm like, I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Maybe that's not enough to hold me back from a 9.5. Sent it. Got the 9. It is a cool card. The front top to bottom don't look quite as bad. Same thing. Like, how is a card off center on the back and not on the front, or vice versa? Pretty cool though. Another 9. Did really good on all these Jordans. Really did good on everything. I was surprised. Oh, there's a few disappointments. This was a little bit of a disappointment. Upper Deck, All-Star. See, the centering looks perfect. I didn't see nothing. I pulled this out of a pack. I bought some packs of 91, 92. Upper Deck. I had like 3 of these, 3 of his regular, some holograms, which I got them in here. You'll see them. Thought these all looked good. This one surprised me. Got an 8.5. Top to bottom a little. I think because of my camera, it's not as bad when you look at it holding it. But centering was a 9. What got me? Corners. I didn't notice anything on the corners. 8.5 though. That's still cool. Oh, this is an absolute classic as far as the pose that's on it. You guys know this. It's that Top Stadium Club Jordan where he's dunking over Ewing. I'm like, man, I've always thought this card, just the picture is pretty cool. So I'm like, all right. Same thing. I bought some packs off a guy up in Ohio, I might even bought the whole box. I think I did, and I didn't get much, and it was like $100. I got like 3 of these. 2 of them had problems immediately, and it's a Series 1, so you can't get the Chat Gold or whatever. Not Chat Gold. There was a couple other ones. Anyway, I didn't have much luck with this. This card was like the only thing, and I spent $100 on the box of packs. Like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. It's the best one I can find. I got a 9 on it. It's not worth $100, but that was pretty cool. It was fun opening the packs, but to have that in a 9 was pretty cool, because that's one of those cards that's kind of a classic. He's jumping over Ewing. Centering's good. Corners, surface, edges. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. All right. Oh, up at that Eastgate Mall. I only went there a couple times. This is another one. The guy was selling this Gronk rookie for $10. And I was like, well, I'll give you, would you take 8? And he was pretty stuck on 10. The card looked good. It's one of those that's kind of hard because it's got spots and all that. But I had a Gronk rookie a while back that was top, so I got it graded at PSA. I got an 8. So I'm like, this looked pretty good. I sold that one. Gronkowski, I'd like to get a 9 or above. I got a 9 on it. Kind of a weird picture of him. But, it was worth it. It's pretty cool to have his rookie. I was happy. This is a Jordan that I bought this at the thrift store, and the guy who's selling them is usually selling them, $1 a piece for most cards. He had a few Jordans, and he had this one at like $8. And I mean, I know he knew that it was a little bit more rare of a Jordan, but I think he thought it. I don't know if he thought it was off-centered or what, but this is kind of a rare one. It's an Ultra, and it's actually a pretty high dollar one so it must be a little more rare. I looked it up, but it looked good. So I'm like, man, I'm sending it. Double Trouble, Fleer Ultra, got a 9. That's really good. That's a pretty high dollar card there. I think when I looked it up, a 9 of those is like $275. I think because it's just rare. Pretty sweet. Another from way back in the day. Junk to Wax nerds, you recognize this. King Griffey Jr. rookie. This goes, I've had this from when I was a kid. We had like 5 or 6 of them. Like, I was hesitant on this for a long time, just like the Tony Gwynn rookie. Do I send it in? The top edging right here, wasn't perfect. It's kind of hard to see, but the top edging wasn't quite perfect. So I'm like, I was worried I was going to get an 8 or, an 8 really. And the centering looked pretty good compared to pictures I looked off eBay of 10s and stuff. Sent it in, got a 9. I was happy with that. Here's what I don't get. All of them were 9s, right? Edging was the only thing on the back I was worried about. Centering, I got a 9, and I mean, that centering looks pretty damn good to me. Top to bottom, left to right. Surprised the centering didn't get like a 9.5. And the corners, the corners were spotless. That's one reason why I sent it. Anyway, to get a 9 on that. Another classic card from when I was a kid. Pretty awesome. Decided to do it. I'm glad I sent this and the Gwynn rookie, because getting 9s on them. I was pretty happy. I was surprised as far as a little worried that they would get a low grade. Bo Jackson rookie. Fleer, 1987. Very hard card. Anybody, same thing. Junk Wax people, you know. Edging on this, the centering, that light blue in the front. There's always something wrong with the edging or something. I think that was what was holding me back with this too, is the edging at the top was a little risky. But it was centered pretty good. Sent it in. Got a 9. Pretty sweet. I mean, that centering is nice. Even the bottom. Everything looked really good on it. It was that top edging on the back. It had me hesitant. I'm glad I sent it in. I got this out of a pack. I bought some 1987 Fleer packs. I think at a thrift store, if I remember right, like an antique mall, he had packs of Fleer 1987. I mean, I think I bought like 10 packs at like $3 a piece, took a shot, and got it. And not only did I get it, how many times you guys have pulled this card? I know we did when we were young. They're never in real good shape. I need to drink beer. All right, next we've got, here's one of these holograms. Like I told you, I bought a box of the 91, 92, and I got quite a few Jordans at it. And my plan was, all right, I got 2 of those holograms, right, which are real high dollar if they get a 10. Even 9's pretty good. Even 8 is reasonable. You'll get your money back. I thought it looked good. So I'm like, the only way I can figure that you can, I got 2 out of the box, 2 right out of the packs. When it was all said and done, I'm like, I'll put them right in sleeves and a top loader, and then I'll send them in. It's your best chances of low amount of scratches. They get scratched if you look at them wrong. Sent it in. Got an 8.5, which is cool. Says Jordan MVP down the corner. That upper deck hologram, I still think is neat. What was it? Guarantee is Surface. Yeah. Surface. Always Surface. I knew one of the 2 had a little tiny spot somewhere, like down in... Shit. That... No, I can't tell where it is. I knew it had a spot somewhere, but one of the 2 was better than the other. But it's pretty much the same thing. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. So the other one, same thing, 8.5. I mean, they're so hard to grade. I'm happy with that. I'm really looking for anything 8s or above on kind of harder stuff like this, or really just for my collection. 8s or above, I'm pretty happy. I'll even take 7s or 6s or 5s, depending on the year and how rare and hard it is to grade. But I'm pretty much shooting for the Junk Wax error for the most part. So you want an 8 or above. Pretty happy with it. I'll probably sell one of these. All right. Next, more of that collector's choice brick stuff that I bought and thought it looked good. A lot of the ones I sent in 2 of these. I thought, man, both of them look good. Got a 9. I like that it says 1985 Rookie of the Year. Got the gold Jordan down in the corner. 9 across the board. Pretty cool. Again, not the Spanish or French or German or any of that. Just the regular one. Pretty cool. Here's the other one. Back to back. 9s back to back. This one's centering 9.5. Just cool card. I'll probably sell one of them, especially since I got the same grade on it. Oh, here's another Jordan classic, right? The front of this card is another one of those pictures like that Stadium Club from earlier. It's just a badass card. You see the crowd as he's dunking. Pretty cool. Good picture. Same thing with this. Edging's always hard. Corners, usually some whitening somewhere. Edges, almost impossible. Sent it in because I thought it looked damn good. I was hesitant because I'll show you the spot. I actually skipped this, sending it in a few times because of this one spot. Got a 9 on it, right? Centering, corners. It was an edge thing for me that had me hesitant. Cool picture, right? They got an electric court one that's worth way more because it's so much more rare. But down around in here, there's a spot on the edge. Can't really see it with my bad lighting here. Pretty cool ass card though. Got a 9. I was worried about that. I knew it would get at least an 8. And I was hoping for a 9 and we got it. Cool ass Jordan card. Getting there, getting down to it. Lawrence Taylor rookie. Friend of mine sent it in. Again, he came across quite a few of these. He's had some just like me since we were young. A lot of them too rough to send. This one, he sent it. Lawrence Taylor rookie. All-time great. Hall of Fame classic. He got an 8 on it. Way better. I think he sent one in a little while back, and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as high. It's a badass card of a legend. Tail top to bottom off a little bit. Was centering, got an 8. Yeah, that was part of it. And then surface. Most of these cards, like this year, older football especially, they got like a surface bump in them somewhere or another. But that's badass. Got an 8 on it. Nice. Get it down to the last ones. Okay, a few more left. Next we have, he sent in a Joe Montana. Same thing, 1982, second year. He's on the phone. We've all seen this if you were collecting back in the day. It's pretty, for some reason, it's just a badass card. Rookie year 1980. I got his rookie graded at a 5. It's in 1982. He got an 8 on it. Same thing for this year. That's really good because it's such a hard year to grade cards, and the card can't look any cooler with the helmet in the corner. Him and the Lawrence Taylor, the All-Pro there. Greatest quarterback ever, in my opinion. Still, in my opinion. Not like nowadays where they protect you from everything. Montana and Steve Young got rocked, and they were still great. Andrew Aikman. All right. Getting down to it, I'm going to show you a cool one. It is my wife's cousin, Topps Finest. I think it's 1993 Finest, which was always a little more expensive to buy a pack of. So I remember we bought some. We didn't get lucky enough to get a Jordan, and her cousin had this. It's not the refractor, but it's Topps Finest Jordan, so they're like gold. And I thought he had a little bit of an issue on the front side, the one edging. I said, I think you'll get a 7. Turns out he got an 8. That's a big time card. And the surface got him, which the corner's getting an 8 was a little surprising because the corners look good. They usually do with this because this card is kind of like a strong card. I don't know. It was right up in here. He had a little bit of edging stuff. Again, too hard to see. But, he's still got the coating on it. An 8 on that card is big time. It's badass. He was very happy. Even at an 8, that's like a $300 card, something like that. And it'll only go up. Every Jordan card, all these Jordan cards are just going to keep skyrocketing or keep going up. It's never going to go down. All right, two more. I kind of moved them around a little because they're kind of ones that I did pretty good on. Another Jordan crashed the game that I was getting out of those packs. Looked very good. I thought, it's just kind of a hard, it's not like the Crash the Game set that you could buy all together. These were out of the packs. And Versa Rockets, 9.5 Crash the Game. Pretty cool. I tried like hell to find the Jordan Gold one. Gold versus Rockets or Gold Assist. Could not. And I opened a bunch of these packs. I did get a Jordan, quite a few Jordan Players Club. I got a Reggie Miller Platinum. It was no good. But I got a gold Karl Malone, but I did not get a gold Jordan. And I opened probably, the last year, $1 a pack. I know I opened 250 packs. So it is very hard to get. That's cool though. 3 9.5s and a 9 on surface. Pretty sweet. Any Jordan 9.5. Pretty cool. Last one. This was one that I think even on the thing, you can see the bottom corner of this. It's like the edging at the very, very edging. I was hesitant, right? So I'm like, well, I held off on sending it for a while. And I'm like, you know what? Just send it. At the very worst, it'll be in, an 8. Because everything else looked good, but the edging on the one side. There's another 9.5 Jordan. And I love that he's Reggie Miller's in there. Pretty sweet. 9.5. It was right on this spot down here. I don't know if you can see that, but it got a 9.5. But that right there, I thought it would knock me down. See the rest of the card. The very bottom left corner here. It's like a little bit of whitening on the very, very edge. Anyway, badass card. Lots of Jordans. Nothing under an 8.5 for any of the Jordans. And most of the other ones. It went really well. Only problem with Beckett is it was hard to get these back. It took a long time. They're a little cheaper, but they kind of strung me along on this box of 30 forever. I got the small box of 5 for 3 weeks ago, and then I just got it back today. All right, that's it. I'll let you guys know when I get some more cards in. It's going to be a little while now that PSA has gotten so much more expensive. See y'all next time. Junk Wax Nerds.